Hello everyone, welcome to Raosacademy for competitive examinations. This is Eswar Kumar. So in this video we will discuss the importance of UPSC CDS paper for UPSC Prelims. And we know that UPSC CDS exam was conducted on April 13th of 2025. Means a few days back it was happened and conducted by our beloved UPSC, and our UPSC Civil Services Prelims exam is going to be conducted on May 25th of 2025, right? So there is a gap of few days in between these two exams, but here I want to say that what I want to say here is that these exam like CDS exam was conducted by UPSC and prelims civils also is going to be conducted by UPSC. But here some questions, themes, like the questions which was came in CDS paper, some questions and its themes going to be repeat in the upcoming examination. How I know it? How come to know? How I know about that repetition? Because we have checked the previous year question papers of both CDS and prelims of civil services, and then finally we found that some of the questions as well as its themes in CDS examination are repeating in UPSC prelims examination. So that's why knowing that's why you have to know about the CDS question paper as well. So in this video we will cover themes which you need to refer for the upcoming examinations. Okay, so that's important. So you have, so don't skip this video. Please watch this video till the end so that you will acquire the vast knowledge. Okay, so ultimately you can clear the UPSC Civil Services Preliminary Examination. That's the thing. So don't waste. So let's go into the main video. See here, my dear friends and students. So here is the first question. Consider the following statements with reference to secondary waves. Simply is asking about secondary waves, and is asking about which statements are true. So we have to find that which statements are true are related to secondary waves, nothing but S waves. Clear? So here the statements are: they create troughs and crusts in the material through which they pass. We have to know whether it is a true or false. And the direction of vibration of S waves is perpendicular to the wave direction in the vertical plane. So here the statement, they have given the statements as like A 1 only, B 2 only, 3 both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So what is the answer for this question? Exactly. So the answer for this question is that only first statement is true, because whenever the secondary waves are propagating, whenever the secondary waves, that is nothing but S waves, are propagating, usually they create crust as well as they create what they create? They create troughs. They create the troughs. Do you know that? That's the thing. So ultimately first statement is true. And coming to her second statement is that the direction of vibration of S waves is perpendicular to the wave direction, which is a false, because S waves are traveling in all the directions. Okay, but not in the only perpendicular direction. It travels in all the directions. So that's why second statement is a false. So we can go for that. A is the answer for this question. So A is the answer for this question. Clear? So this theme is very important for the UPSC prelims examination, and also why this question was came in this examination, because we know that recently earthquake was occurred in Myanmar. So earthquake was in the news. Earthquake came in near the Nepal. So earthquake is in the news. So that's why earthquake phenomena was in the news. So that's why question came related to the earthquakes. So that's the phenomena happened in in this examination. And there is a chance of asking the question related to the same earthquake in UPSC Civil Services examination. That's the thing. Clear? Is it clear? And if you want the information related to S waves, I can explain. See, for example, if it is our Earth, and we know that due to the movement of tectonic plates, what is that? For example, treat it as our Earth. So, due to the movement in between the tectonic plates, what is happening? What is happening? Earthquake means due to the movement, some vibrations was developed. So, those vibrations are nothing but they are seismic waves. So, the origin point of seismic wave is known as the focus. From the focus, the origin point of seismic waves which creates the earthquake is known as the focus. From the focus, the waves travel in all the directions. These waves travel in all the directions. Clear? So here, two types of waves that we can see. One is a primary wave and the second one is that secondary waves. And we know that primary wave always travels in all the mediums. Means primary waves can travel in solids, liquids and gases. Whereas secondary waves are traveling only in solid medium. Solid medium. Clear? So here the primary waves reaches the surface of the earth very instant. They reaches the earth at very first time, at very soon. Okay. So these primary waves reaches the surface of the earth without any further delay. Then after that secondary waves will come out. Okay, so that's the thing. So this is the information related to earthquakes, primary waves and secondary waves. Okay, and let's go into the second question. One more question. Yes, we can see here. So S waves are traveling in all the directions and also they are forming crust and troughs. Whereas primary waves, nothing but P waves, they are traveling in the one direction. They are traveling in undisturbed medium. They are traveling in longitudinal path. They are traveling in one direction. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so these are the waves. Whenever any earthquake happens, generally from the origin, from the focus point, these waves travel. See here, this is the focus point. So from the focus points, two types of waves come out. One is a primary wave and secondary wave. And we know that primary waves travel. We know that primary waves travel in all the mediums. Do you know that? It travels in all the mediums. Primary waves. So finally, primary wave entered into the core as well. And we know that inner core state is liquid. So inner core of the earth is in the liquid state. You know that. Everyone knows that. Okay. So that's why primary waves are passing into inner core of the earth as well. And we know that secondary waves are traveling only in solid. Here we can find the solid material in crust and mantle only. So that's why secondary waves are passing only in crust and mantle which is in solid state. That's the thing. Clear? Is it clear or not? Okay, so that's why we can say that here here in this zone S wave shadow zone was formed, so which is 154 degrees. Clear? So that's important. Next, after that, one more question. Identify the mineral on the basis of the following characteristics relating to it. So it is one of the questions, simply is asking about minerals. So why this question came in the examination? Because recently Government of India launched National Critical Mineral Mission. Government of India had launched National Critical Mineral Mission. So that's why it is in the news. So that's why related to that question came in the examination. The same theme may and will repeat in UPSC Prelims examination. Is it clear? That's the thing. So coming to the question. Identify the mineral on the basis of the following characteristics. We have to find it. It is usually a greenish color. So and it is often found in basaltic rocks. Magnesium, iron and silica are its major elements. So, with the information given by these statements, we have to identify the mineral. So, in the options they have given like amphibolite, feldspar, pyroxene and olivine. So, finally, D satisfies, olivine satisfies all these characteristics. So, D is the answer for this question. If you want to know the image of olivine is that this is the image. So these are used in abrasives, used as a abrasives. Okay, in steel manufacturing industries. Okay, so and it is a feldspar. It is a feldspar and it is a pyroxenes and it is pyroxene. Clear? That's the thing. Next after that. Which of the following statements with reference to salt weathering is correct? We have to identify which statement is true. Which statement is true? Clear. See here. Salt crystallization is the most effective of all the salt weathering process. So simply saying that the question is related to salt weathering. Clear. So question is related to what is that? Salt weathering. Okay, so salt crystallization is the most effective of all salt weathering process. Simply saying that salt crystallization is the reason for the breaking down of the salt. Most, he is saying that most effective one. Most special words. When you get like special words like most, more, only, if you, in that cases there is a chance of getting wrong. Okay, so that's why we can say that one is the wrong. And coming to here, for salt weathering there are some more factors. There are some more process and factors like gravitational force is the reason, temperature is the reason, rainfall is the reason, atmospheric pressure is the reason. Okay, so all these are reasons along with the salt crystallization, but not salt crystallization is not the only one. So that's why we can say that one is the wrong for this question. And after that, salt crystal growth is more effective over sedimentary rocks as compared to the igneous rocks. Is it clear or not? Definitely 2 is the true, because see here, sedimentary rocks are formed due to piling up of different layers and different mineral composition. So how the sedimentary rocks are forming? They are forming due to piling up of different layers. These layers has different materials. These layers has different minerals. Okay, so they have the different materials. So you can see here. So here what is happening? So here in these sedimentary rocks, salt crystal growth is more effective when compared with igneous rocks. And we know that igneous rocks were formed due to the volcanic eruption. So like igneous rocks are very rigid one. They are very rigid when compared with the sedimentary rocks. So that's why we can say that second question is the true. So for that we can go for the answer B. So B is the correct one. And one more thing. Okay. And which of the following statements with reference to surface inversion of temperature is correct? Simply he is asking about surface inversion of temperature. Surface inversion of the temperature. So here, in general, in the troposphere, what will happen in the troposphere? If you move from away from the surface of the earth, temperature reduces. Okay, so if you move from surface towards the space in troposphere, temperature drops. Here the temperature drops. But here in surface temperature inversion, reverse will happen. When it will happen? If there is no any clouds. If there is no any clouds and disturbances, reverse will happen. At that time, lower layers of the atmosphere will be stable, but he has given instability, which is a wrong one. So we can say that first statement is wrong, and go for the second. This inversion commonly lasts for a few hours until the sun comes up. Hours until the sun comes up. Clear? So second one. Right. So usually sun is this one, like surface inversion of temperature usually happening during the night. After sometimes it may happen after 1 a.m. of a midnight. So this process continues from 1 a.m. to up to sun rises. Okay, means we can say that the inversion commonly lasts for a few hours until the sun comes up. Is it true or false? So second statement is true. So we can say that B is the right one. So option 2 is the right one. Okay. Next, one more question. Identify the cloud on the basis of the following characteristics relating to it. Simply asking about the clouds. Related to clouds, we have to find. They look like cotton wool. They exist in patches and have flat base, like they appear in the form of cotton wool, how the cotton wool appears. And also they have the flat base, and they are generally formed at a height of 4 to 7 kilometers. So with these characteristics, we have to know which type of cloud it was. So like A, cirrus, B, cumulus, C, nimbus, and D, stratus. So my answer for this question is that B is my answer, like a cumulus. Cumulus. Okay. Like a cirrus is like they are higher. Cirrus is like a higher clouds. In stratus are the formed near to low layer clouds. So they are higher layer clouds, they are low layer clouds. Okay. So cumulus and nimbus are the, we can say they are also lower, but above the, here you can see the diagram here. See, you can see, like we can find the stratus and cumulus and stratocumulus. Okay. So like they are the low level clouds. Cirrus, so they are the high level clouds. Alto, they are the mid level clouds. Alto. Okay. So alto cumulus, alto stratus, nimbus stratus, they are the mid level clouds. Clear? So whatever the characteristics given in the previous question, those characteristics that satisfies here. Okay, like cumulus. So cumulus, clear. See, this is the question. So cumulus is the answer. See, they have said that the structure will be like cotton wool, and they have a flat base. They have a flat base. They have the flat base. Okay, so that is the answer. Next, after that, identify the type of climate on the basis of following characteristics relating to it. Temperature is high throughout the year. So these are the characteristics. We have to identify the correct one. Rainfall is variable with short wet season and longer dry season. Climate of Sudan and Paraguay is an example of this climate type. So, so we can do the elimination here. So simply saying that climate of Sudan and Paraguay is example of this climate, means we can eliminate tropical monsoon climate. Tropical monsoon climate, where we can see in India. Tropical monsoon climate we can see in India, but here already country they have mentioned the countries like Sudan and Paraguay, so that we can eliminate the C. And also mid latitude steppe. Sudan and Paraguay are not in the mid latitudes. Okay, so we can eliminate them. Subtropical steppe climate. Okay, so either saying that here temperature is high during, so temperature is high throughout the year. So if the temperature is high throughout the year, then what will happen? More rainfall will come. Clear? More rainfall will come. More rainfall will come. So if there is more rainfall, then grasslands, the steppe type of climate cannot be formed. Steppe type of climate cannot be formed. So we can eliminate that. So the leftover option is a D, tropical wet and dry climate. So D is the answer for this question. Clear? Next after that, one more question. So this is related to the previous question. And one more question. What is the correct sequence of the following salts in ascending order according to their presence in the seawater? Simply asking, he is asking about arrange the provided salts from ascending order, from lower to higher order, lower to higher weightage, lower to higher weightage. Clear? So here 1 is calcium carbonate, 2 calcium sulfate, 3 magnesium chloride, 3 magnesium chloride. Clear? So we have to arrange them. So here calcium carbonate, when compared with other remaining two, calcium carbonate occupies the low one. So this is the sequence. So I can go say that C is the answer. So for this explanation, I can here there is explanation. Calcium carbonate, it is a 0.1 gram. Potassium sulfate 0.9, calcium sulfate 1.7, and magnesium chloride 3.8 grams, sodium chloride 27.2 grams. Among all these salts, sodium chloride occupies the highest weightage, NaCl. We can see it NaCl. Its weight is around 27.2 grams. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so here, so calcium carbonate least one, and after that calcium sulfate second one, and magnesium chloride third one. So we can go for the answer C. So C is the answer. So which of the following statements with reference to humus is correct? Okay, simply he is asking about humus, and we know that humus is the black substance which has a wet condition and which we can find near the roots of the plants and trees. Okay, so that's the thing. So it is a dark colored amorphous substance, which is true. So, and also we know that humus has different nutrients which are needed for the survival of plants and trees. So that's why I can say that statement 2 is also true. So finally humus is the reservoir of the nutrients. So 2 is the right one. So 1 and 2 are the right. Okay, so both 1 and 2 is the right answer for this question. Okay, so you can see this like humus. Humus is the topmost layer of the soil. Humus is the topmost layer of the soil. So due to the erosion, soil erosion, sometimes this humus is eroding, washing out. Okay, so that's the thing. Coming to the benefits of the soil is that they have the capacity of water retention. They can store the water with humus. Okay, so they have excellent rewetting. They can store the nutrients. They can supply the nutrients whenever the plants needed. Okay, so these are the advantages of humus. And one more question is that which one among the following biosphere reserve is spread over 3 states in India? So simply he is asking about reservoir, biosphere reserves. So here the question is that A, Dehang Dibang, statements are Dehang Dibang, Nilgiris, C, Nukrek, D, Seshachalam. We have to find them. Okay, so coming to here, like Dehang Dibang we can find in Arunachal Pradesh. Nilgiri we can find in where? Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. Nukrek we can find in Meghalaya. Seshachalam we can find in Andhra Pradesh. So with this explanation, can you answer the right? Can you give the right answer for this question? Exactly. Very good. So right, B is the answer. Nilgiris. So Nilgiri biosphere was extended in between the 3 states of India, like the states like Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. If you want to see in the map, I can show. So here it is our map. So this is the location of Nilgiri biosphere reserve. It was extended in between Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Whereas Seshachalam, it was in Andhra Pradesh, and Nukrek, which is in Meghalaya. And Dehang Dibang, it is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so this is the map. Next, some more information. One more question. River Danube does not flow through which one of the following capital cities in Europe? Please asking about We have to know that the location and extent of river Dhanubi. So as per the options, I can say that Pragua is not the is the right, because here this river is not flowing through this place. Okay, like you can see the countries where it is flowing. Like the river is stretches across Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Hungary, and Serbia. That's the thing. Clear. Next, after that, one more question. So, which of the following statements with reference to Easter Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is correct? So, we have to know about Easter Island. Clear, Easter Island. So, here the options are: it is a part of Polynesia group of islands. Exactly, it is a part of Polynesia group. I will show it in the map. And it is a territory of the South American nation Chile. So, it is also true. So, 1 and 2 are true. So, that's why we can say that C is the answer. So, I will show it in the map. Okay, so this is the location of Easter Islands. So, they are part of Polynesia Islands. And also, Easter Island is very near to Chile, which belongs to Chile. South Africa country, South America's one of the country, Chile. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, and one more question. Which among the following is home to endangered mountain gorillas in Africa? So where we can find gorillas in Africa? We can find in Virunga Mountains. You can find these gorillas in Virunga Mountains. You can see here, Virunga Mountains. Right? One more question here is that, which of the following statements with reference to Jordan is correct? So simply is asking about Jordan country. We have to know. We have to find out the right options. Like the country of Jordan was created through British mandate after World War I. Simply is asking about Jordan country was established after or created after British mandate. Okay, through the British mandate after World War I. So which is true. And one thing is that second statement, it is a landlocked country. Is it true or false? Definitely it is a false. Why? Because if you see in the map, Jordan was here. This is a Jordan country. Okay, so like Jordan's boundary has Gulf of Aqaba. Okay, so Jordan was surrounded by, or else Jordan was bounded by water body, that is Gulf of Aqaba. Finally, the Gulf of Aqaba connects to Red Sea. Clear. So that's why I can say that Jordan was not a landlocked country. So one is A is the right answer for this question. And one more question. Like which one of the following places is situated across, close to the Pearl River estuary in Asia? So simply is asking about country near to Pearl River estuary. So here the options are A, Bangkok, B, Hong Kong, C, Macau, D, Singapore. So finally, Hong Kong is the right answer. Why? Because Hong Kong is very near to Pearl River estuary. Okay, so that's why I can say that Hong Kong is the answer for this question. Clear. So here Hong Kong is the right one. And one more question. Okay, one more question. So consider the following statements with regard to Australia. Yes, the coral reef separates the Great Barrier Reef from the South Pacific. So whether it is true or false? Definitely it is a true one. Right statement. The Great Dividing Range extends from Melbourne to Perth in Australia, which is a wrong one. Why? Why first statement is a true? Because so coral, here you can find Coral Sea, okay, and you can find Great Barrier Reef, and above that you can find that South Pacific Sea. So Coral Sea separates South Pacific Sea and Great Barrier Reef, which is true. First statement is true. And second statement is saying that Great Dividing Range was extended from Melbourne to Perth. Where is Melbourne and where is Perth? Perth is here. Perth is here. But actually, Great Dividing Range was located near the east of, along the east coast of Australia, near to New South Wales and near to Queensland. So that's why second statement is false one. So second statement is a false. So 2 is a false. So finally I can say that A is the correct answer for this question. Clear? So these are the important questions that you need to refer. Okay. And one more question is that what is the correct sequence of the following mountain ranges as one moves from north to south? Simply is asking about arrange the mountain ranges of Himalayas from north to south. So and we know that like if you want to arrange that, we can go for that like Kalnal, like here Kalnal, like in the Himalayas, the first northmost range is the Kalnal 2, and after that we can find Kalnal, and after that we can find Karakoram, and after that we can find Ladakh, and after that we can find Jawahar, and after that we can find Jawahar. Clear? So D is the right answer. Clear? So D is the right answer for this question. If you want explanation, I can give you through the map. Okay. So here Karakoram, Ladakh, Jawahar, and after that, so this is, and above Karakoram we can find Kalnal. So that what will be the answer? So that D is the answer for this question. Clear? So these are the questions. These are the themes, most important themes that you need to refer before going for UPSC Prelims Civil Services examination. And we know that everyone is know that it is going to be happen on May 25th, 2025. To support you, to make all the aspirants as administrators and officers, Raosacademy for competitive examinations is behind you. Our team is behind you to reach your destination. Okay. So for that, what you have to do, you have to trust us. So you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow regularly and watch our videos regularly, so that definitely you will get this success, because we provide the content which are essential for this examination. Our team will provide you the content which is most and essentially needed for this examination. Okay, that's the thing. And all the best. We will meet in the next video. So till then, prepare well. All the best. So this is Eswar, Raosacademy for competitive examinations. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.